How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. I want to cover Cardano because in 48 hours, we have Cardano unleashing smart contracts to their mainnet. Now, I want to talk about whether this is a time to buy Cardano. We're going to take a look at some different articles and what can happen in the short term. Now, of course, do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell the future, so do your own research. Thank you guys for hitting the like button and hitting the subscribe button. We are so close to 145,000 subscribers. We're so close. Definitely hit that button, turn on the bell. So there's a little bell down there. Turn that on so you get notified right when I put a video out. Thank you guys, and let's get into it. So Charles Hoskinson just tweeted this. So CryptoWise said, Alonzo hard fork is scheduled for sometime on Sunday and will allegedly bring smart contracts and NFT support to the world's third largest blockchain. How this affects the overall market and more specifically the L1 landscape is to be determined. Now, he says allegedly, honestly, WTF. This is the whole point of this update, is to bring smart contracts. I don't know why they're saying allegedly, but we have seen a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt with Cardano recently. This has not been the first time that there has been a couple negative articles or negative pieces of news or FUD out on Cardano. Last week, we saw an update where people were really spreading the word that it was just not going to be able to handle smart contracts. They said that it wasn't going to be able to work with certain applications. That kind of spread like wildfire. And Charles Hoskinson came out and was pretty upset about this. And it makes sense, right? He's put a lot of his time and effort into Cardano, and people are spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, do they want to buy your coins? Most likely, yes. Otherwise, why would they spend the time and the effort to push down the price of Cardano, the people that are spreading this? So let's take a look at Wise Crypto. Now, they have a website here and they rank different cryptocurrencies, and they have Cardano at a B-, which honestly is towards the top of their list behind Tezos, Polkadot, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. I don't really know too much about Wise Crypto, but there are different organizations that are definitely targeting Cardano. Now, again, I don't know if this is on purpose that they're saying this way and phrasing it, but it is interesting. Now, Charles might go and do a live stream on this. He hasn't really talked about anything in a few days. You can see his last live stream was 2 days ago, just congratulating Bitcoin on El Salvador. But we have to take a look big term, long term. Smart contracts confirmed for September 12th. So this is going to come at 21:44:51 UTC. So this is going to be huge. This is going to bring smart contracts to the ecosystem and really allow people to start building on Cardano. And there's really a need for this. I won't go too into this because I've talked about it a lot, but there really is a need for this because I personally use the Ethereum network for NFTs, and honestly, the gas is insane there. Sometimes you're paying a couple $100s for NFTs that are worth a couple $100s. Imagine if you go to your bank and they said, yeah, you can do a deposit or you can do a withdrawal or something, but we're going to charge you insane amounts of money, or you want to use your credit card. Sure, you can buy something with $200, but we're going to charge you $200. It just doesn't make sense in the long term. So that's why we do need less congestion. That's why we do need other blockchains like Cardano, like Solana. These kinds of ecosystems will really help bring down the fees. Now, JPMorgan is also coming out. They issued a stark warning over the price of Solana, Binance, BNBs, and Cardano as Ethereum rivals roar back. This is just coming from yesterday. So what do they say? Wall Street giant JPMorgan, which has correctly called at least one cryptocurrency market sell-off already this year, has warned over a froth in retail investor mania currently coursing through the crypto market, singling out Ethereum rivals Solana, BNB, and Cardano. So first of all, that is quite interesting because they say they've correctly called at least one cryptocurrency market sell-off. I mean, how many sell-offs have there been this year, right? There have been a lot of sell-offs, and just to say that one's coming and then it happening a month later or a couple weeks later, I don't think that really means anything when you see 3 or 4 or 5 sell-offs in 9 months. That doesn't really mean much to me. Now, further down, they say the share of altcoins looks rather elevated by historical standards. In our opinion, is more likely to be a reflection of froth and retail investor mania rather than a reflection of a structural uptrend. That's pretty interesting. I mean, I think all of us understand that towards the end of a bull market or in a bull market, Bitcoin dominance goes down. That's obvious, right? There's a lot of money pouring into the space and people don't want a 2x return. People want a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7x. and they're looking at some of the smaller cryptocurrencies. Honestly, with more people getting educated in crypto in general, it makes sense that some of these other altcoins are going to pump more because people are looking at other ways of making money besides just buying Bitcoin. Now, Cardano, main focus of the video, is it time to buy? So I think it's important to take a look at another cryptocurrency that had an update recently, and that's Ethereum. So we actually saw a massive price pump after EIP 1559. So this was a big network upgrade, burning a lot of the gas fees. And you can see that before this actually happened, because it happened on 8/5, we saw a dip. We saw a little bit of a dip heading up into the event. Now we saw a big pump the couple weeks before from about $1,700 all the way up to about $2,600, and then we did see a drop off. We saw a little bit of a drop off, and then a pump, then a drop off, then a pump, and then right when this happened, we did see a little bit of a drop. We went up to 2,800, 2,900, and then came back down, and then it's just been up and up and up since then. So of course, there could be a selling of the event where people actually sell off right after it happens because they bought a while ago just getting ready for this event. But we could also see a pump afterwards, obviously, too, with a lot of people getting excited, especially if Bitcoin starts pumping back in price up to that 50,000, 55,000 mark towards where we were before. It would make a lot of sense for Cardano to be in the mid threes. I've talked about this before, but we have seen some support several times at $2. So if we fall much more, I think we will hit support. We saw it over here at $2.27. A lot of people do want in on Cardano, especially with the fact that they are still being valued much less than Ethereum. I mean, heck, we're at a $77 billion market cap as opposed to Ethereum, which is in the 400 range. 391. So we still are valued a lot less. I mean, we're talking 5 orders of magnitude less than Ethereum. So the fact is, if you're looking anything besides very short term, I think buying Cardano makes sense. I think buying Cardano will do really well for you over time. If I was looking at Cardano wanting to buy it, wanting to increase the size of my position, I really would look at dollar cost averaging into it because there's no way of knowing what's going to happen in the next few days. Sure, Ethereum pumped up afterwards, but that's not necessarily the case with Cardano. Every single new upgrade is different. Every single day is different in the cryptocurrency market. So I suggest, not that I'm a financial advisor or that I can tell you what to do or anything like that, this is not financial advice, but I would suggest dollar cost averaging and not putting all your money in at one time, because we've seen up to $3.10. We've also seen it drop from $2.47 down to $1 in a few weeks. So always be careful. Now, if you're looking and you're saying, okay, but what's it going to be at next year? There's no way of knowing, right? We don't know if this is going to be another macro cycle where we do see a long bear market, or if we're going to go through just a super cycle and then just really not have that much of a cool off. Whether we see these micro cycles where we see, we see a big pump and then we see a dip down 10, 20, 30%, and then that happens for 3-4 months, and then we see another macro cycle or another micro cycle where we go up another 30, 40, 50, 60, 70%, and then we see another drop of 10 to 30% over a couple months. I think that's definitely possible. And now if you're trying to jump in and trade this, I think it's really a flip of a coin. Whether you make money on smart contracts or not, it's going to be a flip of the coin. If there is any issue with Cardano and smart contracts, it's going to be very difficult for the price to recover. I think we would get back up to this range if we did have some kind of issues on launch, but it would take some time. I think there would be a lot of fear in the Cardano space. Now, a lot of people have staked their Cardano, and a lot of people feel very strongly about this long term. A lot of people love Charles Hoskinson. Now, I want to hear your thoughts on this down below. If you guys want to buy Cardano, I buy mine on the Voyager app. There's a link to that underneath the video. There they pay an interest rate, and they also give you a bonus when you sign up. So definitely check that out if you guys want to be paid out 5% in Cardano and still have access to it at any time. You can still buy and sell, unlike staking where you have to unstake it. So definitely check that out underneath the video. Let me know what you think about Cardano and whether you're buying it now or whether you're going to wait for after smart contracts. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.